My name's Tom Murray. I'm the Public Service Director at the City of Allen Park.
I'm Tom Palkowski. I'm the Superintendent of the Water Division for the City of Warren.
My name's Ed Hoppola. I am the Water Utilities Director for West Bloomfield Township.
We're in a period of time where we're trying to bring a lot of different things together, and it's a challenge to the water utilities. In change management, it's up to the leadership that's in the organization to foster that change. And we want to foster that change, but what we want to do is we want to make it so it's lasting. The other thing that's important is developing metrics that can be stabilized and used from year to year and structure to next structure and changes in whether it's a council, the executive office, or whatever. And I think once you start to put metrics in place and you establish these measurements and they become key measurements on measuring progress, I think it makes it easier when you go forward. So I see the metrics game is what's important. We talk water losses, we're talking about water quality. These are important things. We're talking about the structure, how to maintain that, and how to sustain it in from one generation of management structure to the next. And I think this is a real challenge for us. So digitalization, and I look at AucaSite being very critical to us in doing this, because it's doing things that I do manually. It takes hours to do this stuff.
You've created a salesman. You've given me personally, when we're talking about our boards, an opportunity to look like a salesman because I have the data, I have the stuff to prove my points. It's a lot harder to tell me no when I have all the facts in front of you than it is for us to just tell them we know. This gives us a lot of firepower to explain, here's why, this is what I need, and here's all the data that I just had developed to prove our point that we're behind the eight ball. Me telling you we have 14% or me showing you I physically know we have 14% of a loss is two different things. You garner that trust because now it's not just your word and you're hoping they trust your word. They have a trust in your word, but also see that you're doing your due diligence in giving them all the right data to prove your point. When it comes to stuff of this nature, like the digital platforms and everything else, it does help tremendously with, I'm not going to be here forever, and the guy behind me should have the same information I have created or have to help them move forward, and hopefully they can move forward even some more. Instead of most communities would go forward 3 years, back 5 for every time they changed the upper management. This should help stop that if people take this seriously. It's not papers that were shredded, it isn't papers that were lost, it isn't files that they decided they didn't need any longer. This stuff will be there forever for them to be able to find. I think that it's a huge thing that every community should be looking into.
You know, as water and sewer has evolved, some of us are, and apologize for the term, old schoolers. Some of us are mid-schoolers. I'm more of a mid-school guy that learned from old school. And then we have a newer generation coming on. And I have lost some of the institutional knowledge of the system and just how protocol and things actually work in the system. And being able to digitally record these things and stay on top of this, it really stops the whole aspect of, I remember when I came into the department, I shook my head. What have they been doing here for the last 20, 30 years? And I think we owe it to the next generation, not only ourselves, but we owe it to the next generations to leave them in a heck of a lot better place than when we came into it.